I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Los Angeles, 1997. Crime is the #1 industry. As bad as things are, they're about to get worse. Much worse. This Thanksgiving, he's in town with a few days to kill. Predator 2. This film is not yet rated. Starts Wednesday at theaters everywhere.
This is Matt once again. Welcome back to another review, and this is a paid request from Predminator, who not only wanted a commentary on Predator 2, but he wanted a review of it. I didn't know that at first, but I figured that's fine. Number one, because he was very nice about it, and number two, it's Predator 2. I mean, I've talked about this film so much, and by the way, if those interested in requesting any reviews, re-reviews, topics, reactions, you can send requests either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. But Predator 2 is one of those films I've talked about the most on the channel for a good reason, because it is one of my favorite films of all time. It didn't start off that way, because I liked it when I was a kid, but as the years go on and I've seen how either people talk trash about the film or it's just indifference and being forgotten. I'm like, if no one's going to remember this film, I'm going to do my damnedest to make people remember. So why is that the case? Because to me, this is what a sequel should be. If people were to ask me, what should a sequel to be? To me, what is the definition of a great sequel? I'll give you 3 examples. Rambo First Blood Part 2, Aliens, and Predator 2. To me, those are 3 examples of how you do a sequel. You could do certain similar stuff, but you still your own different unique movie. At the very least with Rambo 2, it's Stallone coming back as the John Rambo character again, but at the same time it's a different story, different locations, different plot lines. So there's not a whole lot of similarity other than, but you do have the Rambo character coming back and respecting the Rambo character. Aliens, you have Ripley coming back, not only respecting her, but if you watch the director's cut or the extended cut, strengthening the character by telling a bit of her backstory where she had a daughter who died and the sense of loss. Here with Predator 2, a similar story of a predator, a hunt going on, final confrontation at the end, but it doesn't feel like a Xerox. It doesn't feel like a carbon copy. It's still its own movie. The setting. Arnold Schwarzenegger could be pissed all he wants that, well, I don't want it to be in a city. Number one, what's the deal? What's the problem of it being in a city? You have a jungle, now you have an urban jungle. It's been called an urban jungle many times. Why is that such a problem? Why does a Predator film have to be only in the city? I mean, he didn't like it. Why does it only have to be in a jungle, Arnold? I don't understand. Why is that the case? I love an explanation to that. Doesn't that limit it? It can only be in a jungle setting? That's ridiculous. If it's a predator that can turn itself fucking invisible, that's one of the big things about the predator, and it's drawn to heat and conflict, it would make logical sense that it would lead to being in a city. And it makes it different. It gives it a different look. It gives it a different feel. It gives it a different aesthetic. So I'm sorry, Arnold. But this is the same. I love Arnold, but it's the same guy that did 15 fucking Terminator sequels that you didn't need. Like Genesis and Dark Fate. Just saying. Predator 2 beats the shit out of all those. Predator 2 can beat the shit out of Dark Fate any day. Predator 2 can beat the shit out of Terminator Genesis any day, week, month, or year. Just my opinion. The direction by Stephen Hopkins. I like the direction of the first film was a slow burn. It works well as a slow burn because we don't know anything about the predator. Now we are learning more. Oh, it can be invisible. Oh, this is what the predator looks like. Oh, this is what the predator can do. This is what the predator wants. Oh, the predator won't hunt you if you're unarmed because there's no sport. Oh, this is what the face of the predator is. It's the journey of the first film. Not only of Arnold's survival, but learning what the predator is until the final culmination and confrontation where you see the predator's face with no more weapons, mano a mano. Why would he do that again? We already know who, what, when the predator looks like. Why do you want to do a slow burn again? That's what they did with Predators in 2010. That's why I didn't understand. We already know what the predator is. You go to Predator 2, they're like, no, let's go a different direction. Within 1 minute, you're in an action scene where it's 1997 LA. I don't know why they went into the future, because this is 1990 it came out. 1997, I don't know why they went into the future. You didn't need it. People would have bought this was 1990. Plus, with any film, you just buy into whatever time it is. I mean, you don't have to put a date on it, is what I'm saying. But anyways, these drug wars, gang wars with the cops and the crooks, and just well done action sequences. I mean, cars blowing up, police officers flying, this and that. This guy did shot, this guy did shot. And then we introduce our characters throughout the action, throughout the spectacle. Danny Glover trying to make sure his folks are safe and sound, whether it be Ruben Blades, whether it be María Conchita Alonso. And it's like, okay, this is a man of action. What am I going to do? I'm going to put some vests. I'm going to drive, break the car door, and then drive, hang my head down so I can actually see. And this is one of the things no one ever talks about with Predator 2. One of my favorite things about it is this whole Predator versus Danny Glover thing. Meaning, boom, the Predator watches and his thermal, Danny Glover driving. Who's this guy? Watches him shoot these gang members with shotgun. Hey, asshole, poop, poop, poop. He watches him walking around the bodies after he's killed them all. On the rooftop, he probably didn't even go on the rooftop for the one sucker. He probably came on the rooftop to watch Danny Glover. And then Danny Glover takes the guy out. So when Danny Glover turns and he sees the sights set on him, he's like, okay, this guy's special. Let's see where this is going. And throughout the film, you see the Predator stalk Danny Glover. Now, in another world, in another twist, this would have been like a single white female version of Predator. Like the Predator stalking him because maybe he wants a date. But that's a different movie. But you never get that in a Predator before or since. That interesting part of the movie that once he's set on his prey of, this guy, there's something special about this prey. He stalks him. He fucks with him. He starts killing his friends. I mean, it's not a coincidence that he goes bad and kills Ruben Blades. Just think about it. When you watch the film again, the Predator is staring at Danny Glover and Ruben Blades. He's hearing the conversation. So he knows Ruben Blades is going to come back. He's like, okay, I'm going to kill your buddy. That's why he takes the necklace. That's why at the funeral, he leaves the necklace to Danny Glover. He leaves it on a tree. He's like, and he looks at it. This is Danny boys. Why do you think the Predator goes after Danny Glover's other buddies, like Bill Paxton, may he rest in peace, and María Conchita Alonso? Why does he go to that subway car? To kill them. He doesn't kill María Conchita because he still has that honor system, not going to kill someone who's pregnant. Which again, I was saying, what does a sequel do? Robert Zemeckis said it at one point. You gotta do the same, but you gotta do different. What does that mean? Okay, in this instance, Predator hunting for sport, final confrontation at the end, but you also develop stuff in a good way. Not like the Predator with, oh, here's a little ball that turns you invisible all of a sudden. Oh, they fucking are automated, the shoulder cannons. Which if you rewatch these older films, it's not automated. So that was... Shame Black didn't watch these fucking movies. Neither did Fred Decker. That's why they're Black and Decker, the fucking power tools are bullshit. With their shitty movie. Oh, they want spinal fluid because they want to mix DNA of a human to be better. Better in what? This Predator tastes like 8 shotgun shells from Danny Glover from point blank range and gets up and keeps going. But oh, they get DNA from us to be better. Yeah, that makes a lot of fucking sense. Fred Decker and Shane Black. Just saying. But anyway, back to this. The whole stalking of Danny Glover. When the Predator is faced off against Gary Busey, there's a big blast. Predator looks, sees his Danny Glover. He's like, fuck this guy. Again, I'm going to shoot this. Gary Busey's like, ah. The Predator's like, no, I want this guy. I want you, fool. And that, no one ever talks about that. No one ever mentions it. But that's what I pick up on it. That's how I view it. And to me, that's cool. It breeds it something different and unique that, again, no one ever mentions. But, again, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me that feels that way, and that's why. But, I mean, Alan Silvestri's score has grown on me. I still like the score in the first one better. But the whole thing with the beats of the drums, it's grown on me to the point I do rather like the score to this. It does fit the film very well, what type of film it is. And it's a great score by Alan Silvestri. Especially when you compare it to music in AVP Requiem, Predators, The Predator. This score is great. So I have no more issues with the score in this movie. The cast, Danny Glover's a badass. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Well, I don't buy him as a Why do you not buy him? Why? I mean, why? That's my question. Why? You can buy him in an action film and Lethal Weapon, but not here. And also, you look at what kind of hero is he? He is a cop. Not all cops have to be beefcakes. I actually like the fact that he looks more normal. And they didn't just try to copy Arnold, bodybuilder type. And Danny Glover made it unique. And I find it funny, like all these activists and all of these PC police brigades that we gotta have more black people, more this and that. I'm like, okay, where were you when this film came out? Because this movie's a badass movie. And who's the star? Danny Glover, who's black. Who else stars in it? Ruben Blades, María Conchita Alonso. They're not white. Multi-culture cast. But no one ever brings this movie up for your fucking PC ribbons. And that's not why I like the film. I like the film because it works. It works as a relentlessly paced movie. With great action scenes, it builds on the world of the Predator. It showcases more of his honor system, not killing a pregnant lady. It showcases more of his weapons, having... Let's give it some new toys. Let's give it a spear. Let's give it this disc that can cut people in half. Let's give it a neck gun that will sink into your skin. Let's give it all this stuff That's from this movie. That's not from the first film. That's from this fucking movie. I mean, hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was in a comic book before this, and it got put into this movie. I could be wrong on that. But this movie definitely made that more popular than whatever comic it was from, if that's the case. Otherwise, it was here first. And the new toys were cool to watch. What have they done since? Dogs. One dog, set of dogs that look different, Predators, and then dogs with dreadlocks and The Predator. Even the titles have sucked. Predators, The Predator, at least goes Predator 2. Okay, Predator 2. Rolls off the tongue, Predator 2. But no, Predators, or The Predator. What's this? Pred? Yeah, what's that? Pre, as in the pre-cum that this fucking franchise has been force-fed after this movie. Just nothing has come upon the awesomeness of this movie since then, dealing with the Predator. Not AVP. Not Predators. Not the Fuckinator, whatever the fuck, I mean. Anyway, back to this. Danny Glover's a badass. He has the intensity and sequences, whether he's standing up to Gary Busey, he said, "Fuck on my way," and does that clap. That's that ready to smack him in the face. When he's leaving, "You don't blow it, you don't ruin everything. Fuck yourself. Hey asshole, come and get me. Your move, pussy face." Just a badass lines. Oh, that means you're trying up my dick. You shoving up my ass. God damn it, Harrigan. But you also have María Conchita Alonso, a strong female. Lo and behold, a strong female who doesn't taste shit. But I was told there was never strong females until 2010, 2000 whatever. Right? There was no strong females back then. This is what I've been told by the media. María Conchita Alonso was good. They wrote her character well. For what it was supposed to be. For a Predator movie. Not a fucking soap opera. Bill Paxton, I miss the guy. He's a lot of fun. As, you know, the Lone Ranger. Just remember, kid, the door swings both ways. By the way, welcome to the war. Bill Paxton's a lot of fun as a guy who's cocky. A little bit cocky, but he's still a fun character. Ruben Blades is Danny Glover's partner, who's not in the film too long. Robert Davi, sad he's not in the film. He doesn't have a lot to do in the film, but it's nice to see him. He's a good character actor. He's in Maniac Cop 2 and 3, Expendables 3. Gary Busey is Tease, works with the government. He's a lot of fun. The lions, the tigers, the bears, oh my. You're the lion. This is a jungle. It's a fucking alien. Like, these are actors that didn't think, well, we're in a B movie. Who cares? It's beneath us. No, these are actors that gave a shit. They gave a shit what they were in. They gave a shit about what they were doing. They gave a shit about what was happening. And they didn't sleepwalk it. Take that, Bruce Willis, when you do all your fucking movies. Oh, Bruce Willis is in the sci-fi film that's like The Thing or whatever the hell. He looks like he's sleepwalking the fuck out of it. It looks like it cost $5. Movie looks like shit. Here, the movie actually looks like it's a theatrical film. It's got a budget behind it. The action scenes are well done. They're well edited. Mark Goldblatt is an editor that worked on plenty of films. He worked with James Cameron. He worked on Rambo 2, editing that. He directed films like Punisher with Dolph Lundgren. He's a great editor. He knows what he's doing. Mark Goldblatt, definitely one of the best editors out there in the game. At least he was. I think now he's retired. Alan Silvestri's store I mentioned. The whole voodoo, Jamaican gangs. It's interesting that, well, for the lead, at first they wanted Patrick Swayze, but Patrick Swayze got hurt from doing Roadhouse. Would have been interesting to see what Swayze would have done, but I really do like Danny Glover. And then it was going to be Steven Seagal. Apparently he really wanted to do it, or at least the studio. The studio really wanted him to do it. And Stephen Hopkins says no. And then so I guess Fox said, okay, give him another movie, Marked for Death, which also had Jamaican drug dealers. Go figure. which I'm fine that Seagal didn't do this. He probably would have, with his fucking track record later on, he probably said, I don't want to make it a horror movie. I just want to turn to fighting Danes, and can we not have the Predator in it? Stephen, it's called Predator 2. Yeah, I know, but can we not have him in it? Or, you know, he could be in it for like 5 minutes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look at what happened with Submerged and Attack Force. Or go watch my reviews of those, which I talk a bit about them. They're supposed to be horror movies, they turn to bullshit. So I'm glad Steven Seagal didn't do it. Danny Glover was a great, awesome, kick-ass character in this. Punching the reporter, fuck you. And the finale is this great back and forth where, you know, the Predator itself, it kills the Dane members. Later on, it kills Gary Busey's people, stabbing people, throwing, you know, his shoulder cannon, shooting at it. Throws the disc later on, cuts Gary Busey in half. I know apparently this was rated NC-17 the first time. We'll love to see what that footage was or what was actually cut out. What are the details? What was cut out? I don't know. But yeah, this is one of those films where the finale is very exhilarating, and they each get their back and forth. So Danny Glover shoots with a shot, you know, with the machine gun to fuck up his the shoulder cannon. The Predator's like, okay, I'm gonna shoot a thing at you, but thankfully Danny Glover's got a bulletproof vest on. Okay, come at me. Here's a shotgun, right point blank range. Oh, the Predator's pissed. Now I'm gonna come after you. And throughout the fight, you see how how Danny Glover is slowly making the Predator get rid of his weapons. Think about it. Fucks up the shoulder cannon. Shoots the projectile, Danny Glover blocks it. Throws a spear, Danny Glover ducks under it. Danny Glover takes the frisbee thing, cuts the Predator's arm off, which is fucking badass. So that by the end of it, all the Predator has is Dauntless, back to basics. And there's like, I love some of the camera work, like the camera swinging from one to the other, and they're both clashing. Predator's one arm, because the other's been cut off. Danny Glover's tired and bloody. And then being in the Predator ship, I love the design, the hieroglyphic type of design of the inside of the ship. And the trophies, and one of them is a xenomorph. That's a really cool nod to Alien and Aliens. The only flaw I see is when you see some of the POV of the Predator, you see it looking at Danny Glover in thermal. That's a mistake. Because the thermal is from the helmet. We see in the first Predator, when the Predator takes it off, what he sees is different than that. So someone must not have gotten the memo. And it's like, well, wait a minute, he will not see in thermal anymore. He doesn't see with thermal in his bare eyes. He does with the mask. He doesn't have the mask on anymore. So that's a little nitpick. If you watch the film again, it's like, wait a minute, his POV's in thermal. Where's that? What's up with that? Someone wasn't paying attention. What can I say? But you know, that's one of the few nitpicks I have with the film. But yeah, I love it's fast paced, it's fun, it's exhilarating, it's entertaining. It builds on the Predators. Like there's more than one Predator. There's a group of hunters, and you know, given trophies of their own. Take it, you know, to Danny Glover. So wow, a sequel that doesn't fuck around with the first film, doesn't say the first film doesn't exist, doesn't piss on the first film and its mythology. It takes the mythology and it builds on it, but is also respectful. Then it has another solid, likable, badass lead, but one that's not a carbon copy of the lead of the previous. Doesn't kill off past characters and bullshit reasons for bullshit reasons, and just make a fun, fast-paced, kick-ass movie. To me, when people want to make a sequel, yes, Aliens is a film to look at, but Predator 2 is another film to look at. This film is an underrated movie. It did not deserve the inconsequential look that it still receives to this day. It's an underrated film. It's an underrated sequel. And to me, it's why I've always said this is, to me, the most underrated sequel of all time. To this day, no one gives Predator 2 the respect they deserve. Once in a blue moon, you see a video like Joe Blow did like a Black Sheep video, Predator 2, and so, you know, but it deserves a lot fucking more. A lot more respect. A lot more talked about in a positive manner. That's just my opinion on it. Predator 2 kicks ass. And if you want to know more of my thoughts, I've done like, I think that there's probably like 4 commentaries. I did one with my friends Mike and Effrey. I did one during a stream, which I titled For the Love of Predator 2. I did one for, I think just like 2-3 years ago I did it. And then I did the one recently. And I've done a review of this in the past as well. I think it's called Predator 2 Kicks Ass. And it does kick ass. It still kicks ass. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We will see you guys later. Bye-bye.